Quite frankly, we need better men. We need, if you want to be cut from a different cloth, you need to be better.
The bully back still yelling, fuck the authorities. Fuck Mr. Porky the pig that morbidly murder minorities. Hate it and love it, the blade of my clutches. I pay for the hit shit, I might raise the budget, just aim it and bust it. These niggas like paraplegics, don't stand up for nothing, they came in on crutches. Throwed off, need to see a physician, be moving and shaking. I need an assistant, my white bitch a trip, she don't season the chicken. Top 10 and the 8, how they leaving, I beating. They aim at your head and they can't get the spitting. I carried it now.
It's not how. It's never how do I get lean? How do I build muscle? How do I follow this nutrition? How do I train? How do I make money? How do I get a girlfriend? How? It's not how, motherfucker, it is who. It is who. Think about that man, think about that woman, think about that person who gets the result. Start acting like them and you won't ever ask yourself how ever again. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Somebody's gotta fucking do it. Somebody's gotta fucking do the work, and this is the thing, it's gonna be super uncomfortable initially. But what the fuck else are you gonna do? Live a life not knowing your potential, live a life going through week after week, comparing yourself to others, seeking that validation. And that's where people are going wrong right now. If you want to be a savage motherfucker, you want to be a badass, you want to be someone who's cut from a different cloth. If everyone's zigging, you look around your room, look around your work, look around the people that go out every single weekend doing the exact same thing. If they're zigging, we zag. You have to do more of what other people aren't doing. And you have to be so disciplined with that. I wish I could click my fingers and you would have 10 years of knowledge and experience in which I've now been through to get to where I'm at. I wish I could give you that. I'm not fully baked yet. I'm still a work in progress, but it's like, for those guys that are stuck in inaction, it's like, how long for? You're just gonna stay there, dude? Because it's like, you really need to have those harsh conversations with you. And I used to be in that state of mind. I used to be there myself, so I know what it's like. So in life, everyone's gonna go through certain phases of contraction and expansion. Expansion is when you're in a very high frequency state. You're ticking the boxes, you're living an aspirational life, you've got joy, you've got love and heart. You feel free, you know you're doing the right things in line with your values, the integrity of who you want to be. Then you also have a contraction phase, which is a very low frequency state, which is like fear, scarcity, grief, all that kind of stuff. And it's like understanding these are just emotional vibrations, emotional states that you can elevate between. So if you want to stay in a high frequency state, there's a simple blueprint. You nail your macros, you sleep the right amount, you get the right amount of movement, water in your system, you train hard, you sweat. That keeps you in that state. When you're in a low frequency state, a lot of people tend to find it when they overconsume alcohol, drugs, overconsume too much gluttonous food, and they feel like they've binged or they've fucked it or they've ruined their diet or ruined their progress. And then what happens because they've ruined one day, it's cataclysmic. They fall into the next and the next and the next, and that's how the shit cycle actually starts. You never want to let one bad meal turn into a problem, one night out in the drink turn into a problem. Like, I enjoy a drink, I enjoy good food, but it's about how you show up for that. And it's about never turning one hot day into a summer. I think people, when it comes to purpose, just live too much of a pleasure-driven life. So it's like always going to be purpose over pleasure every single day. And it's almost a game of casting votes. Because purpose is like, right, what's the purpose of the goal? Okay, losing fat, eat that. Okay, why? Deeper. Peel the onion. Peel it so fucking deep that it's not just about trying to look a bit better. It's about respect, you know? It's about actually having people respect you, man. It's like you see all these people that don't even respect themselves and they try to demand respect from others. It's like, it's not going to fucking happen. And it's like, these are the things you got to think about, because there's always a deeper layer to why you now need to do something. That has a purpose. And it's crazy how much can change when you start working on yourself consistently, repetitively, and with discipline. Because for so long, I spent all my free time smoking weed, morning, noon, night, drinking on the weekends, taking drugs on the weekends, still training, still eating clean, but I was pulled in too many different directions. If you are looking to get top level results quickly, efficiently, and actually through changing your identity, who you actually are as a person, which is going to lead to more sustainable growth, you need to renounce the toxic vices, the bad habits, the negative self-talk, all the things that you seek for instant gratification, all the things that you lean into to put a plaster on the wound. You need to let it heal. The best way to heal is to grow through the pain, grow through the hard work, the discipline, showing up day after day, working on yourself for yourself. And I tell you what, it might not happen in the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth. They give it 3 months, people start asking you, how the hell have you done this? Give it 6 months, people will come with you to do what you're doing. Give it a year, you'll be a completely different person from head to toe, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You can't escape the hard work. You know you're meant to be doing it, so don't avoid it. Is it going to be one day or is it going to be day one? You have to start before you're ready, jump and build the parachute on the way down, and just be willing to fail, to grow through the failure, to get frustrated, stack some wins. But you're going to learn so much through that process. Because like, even if it takes you 10 years, you're still going to be young as fuck. You know, it's like, I always think in my head, it's like, imagine there's 2 stags in the forest, right? And you see one that's lived this entire life, no cuts, no broken antlers, no nothing. And then you see the other older stag and it's like, broken antlers, it's got buckshot in it, it's got wounds and scars. It's like, I'd rather be that stag in the forest that's been through the fucking wars. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be sick, tired and old one day. We're going to fucking all die. We may as well live a life deep with purpose, deep with discipline, well, like following through in something that is above yourself, so you can show up as the very best version of you to serve those around you. Because I know for a fact, it's like if you're stuck in this inaction, it's fucking selfish. It's fucking selfish. Nobody cares about your complaining. Nobody cares about how fat you are. Nobody gives a fuck, but you do. You do. You put your head in the pillow every day at the end of the night and you're like, you never wish that you wake up the next day fatter and softer, more lethargic, broke. Like, you don't wish that. You want to wake up richer, happier, healthier, more energy. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to build that? Start today. Start now. Don't make excuses. Start small, build, build, build. 1% better every single day. That's all you have to do.